staying on gas. He runs out of ERS and he goes up to a 34.3 to start off this qualifying session. Ooh, then Max loses it and he's out. Yeah, it's still on the starting straight. The fuck is going on? There it is, there it is.
Is it working?
Yeah, it's working.
There we go.
Danny Rick comes up to the line on the 33.8 with his partner TTM Mitch is going on the 34.2.
Yep. So we're obviously here. You can actually see the race. My apologies. Well, we have it all figured out now, so you can actually. Yes. So that's one actually set. Taylor said he messaged me and said so he's already out of the qualifying session. Yeah, you can see she goes to one. Yes, P8 with a 3.8 actually. Yeah, for Romeo, see Raccoon, he's going to go around to start his flying lap. He got P2 last weekend out at Bahrain. He's going to be followed by the Renault, I believe that is Saxman, our reigning Tier 2 champion from last season. Season 5, he didn't get out to a good start last weekend at DNF. So he's going to see how he can recover the slide going through turn 3 there. So he's going to see how he can recover. He's P8 at the moment. So it's a little higher up, so let's talk about that real quick. Tires, these drivers have to negotiate around 28 laps we have here at Hanoi. C4, C3, and C2 tire. So the C4 obviously is the soft compound tire, as you see the likes of Joe Scary, DXD Ichigo, Q-Man, Ginger, Sweller, and Danny Rick all have fitted those tires to set their flying. That is the fastest tire, but it is the least durable over so it wears a lot higher. C3, which is the medium compounded tire, example what Killer has, the Saxon has with Fistus, and Mitch all have into their car. It is a spec tire. It's
bring your mic up. Bring your volume up in the stream.
Okay, give me a second. This is just shit. Gonna murder someone.
Might want to do something about that soon.
Nobody hear me now.
Raccoon comes around across the line and he gets a 35-0 on Sauce. Good lap by Ritchie.
The final corner does not improve his time. Stays P9 at the moment. That is going to be the Alfa Romeo Skeppy going around. Yes, he is. He's going to start his flying lap soon around 23. Let's see what he can do in the Alfa Romeo. He got points out last time. He got 8th position and 4 points to his name. We'll actually go talk about the championship standings when we get the chance to. I believe that is McLaren. Is that Zeno? Nope, it's not. It's Q. We go into the pits. Yes, it was. So we'll go through that real quick. As first, is actually going to finish a flying lap going through turn 22. So he got some points as well.
He was a little cautious on that turn, but still gets up into P6 with a 34.7. Nice little lap from Vircho.
Slap D, that is Ginger and the Mercedes going into the pit lane. So let's talk about the driver standings. Kizuato right now, who actually has not attended this race so far. That's not good for him. He scored first position last time out, 25 points to his name, with Ritzy Raccoon in P2 from last week. He's P7 at the moment. He has 18 points to his name. Taylor Clan, who retired out of the qualifying session already. He has gotten a podium already in Bahrain. He has 15 points to his name. His teammate DXD Ichigo right now sitting 1 point ahead of him. He got P4 and 12 points to his name. Going through, I believe that is Killer going through. Actually validated. So Furcho got P5, 10 points to his name. P6 with 8 points. So his name's Zeno. With Skeppy got P8 like 4. It's actually
That's in the is indeed in the pits.
through now into 5. You know that the strategy it won some very possible to leave some to this it's possible. No? Alright.
Just looking at the stream a little bit lagging. It might be just me. I don't know. Anyway,
5-place grid penalty.
where did that come from?
I
Jeez.
have no idea.
Zeno coming around the final 2 turns, locks up a little bit on the front left tire. Oh, it comes around the final turn, keeps it on the gas. He goes up to the line and gets into P2 with a 34-0. Good lap from Ritzy in the McLaren. I'm pretty sure he's going to be happy with that. Next one to come up to the line. Next one is coming up to the line, but he's on this out lap. Will be Ginger. But I think everybody else is on the out lap.
Anyway, Sweller goes up to the line to start his out lap. Right now, the Mercedes P7 at the moment, 34.632 for the Mercedes driver as well. And behind him is going to be the McLaren of Darth Kuman going around his P12 at the moment with a 36.7. By the way, we actually missed a DX Ishigo. That was a P3, a 34.0. That is not too far, within about 100th or so of the McLaren of Zeno in P2. Mitch, by the way, has set his time on the medium compound tire. He's now on to the softs. Everyone else.
Ichigo goes over to the
DXs
pole for 33.6. Just when you say he just went up to, and Danny Rick right behind him takes it back. Nice little battle between Danny Rick and Ichigo to see who's going to go up in pole. Ferrari versus Mercedes engine. You gotta love to see it. Sorry to cut you off there.
His flying lap. You're fine. He's going to start his flying lap. He's P4 at the moment in his Haas, as we see that is Sweller in the Alpha Tauri going down into turn 8 here. As he goes on his lap, we have Smokey. He's on his lap. He's going to be, I believe, the next one to cross the line. Fercho is on a out lap. He's going to go and try to set his time with 5 minutes and 45 seconds remaining in the session. Let's see what he can do. Zeno's pitting as well. All right, Fercho's also pitting. So Smokey Ginger will be the first one to cross the line. Set a time. Right now he's P7 at the moment, 34.632. Can he go?
Where's that paper? Hold on.
Final corner in turn 23 in the Mercedes. Can he go higher? He does. He goes P6 ahead of Sweller. Speaking of Sweller, he's going to be the next one after Q-Man, I believe, across the line. Q-Man around P12 for the McLaren. He goes P11 ahead of Saxman with a 36.159. The next one up, I said he was going to be behind him. Sweller is now up next into the S's section. Through now into turn 19. Now he goes off straight on and goes into the box.
1 second here as I'm counting Catcher's first stutter.
Wow. Took you that long to count one.
Hey, I had to find the pin, man.
Counting. Alright, anyway. Pistis in the Williams goes up to P8. He got 1 point. He got 10th last week. He's now into the top 10 today. Like I said, if you're not understanding of the qualifying format, by the way, Killer comes around the final corner to start his flying lap. Everyone in the top 10 has to start on the qualifying tire. They set their best lap in. So the top 10 basically have to start right now. Everyone's on the soft. Saxman, he comes to the line. He goes P4. a 34.217. He was the race winner from last year as well, in the McLaren as well. We'll see if that McLaren, now turned Renault, can make that the duplicate in another win. Can he go back to back?
The opposite of Daniel Ricciardo.
Yeah.
As you know from real life, Daniel Ricciardo went from Renault to McLaren, but now you got Saxman did the opposite of him. He goes from McLaren to Renault. So yeah, we're gonna give him the Daniel Ricciardo title right now.
So let's actually talk about this. Last season, in Season 5 of BRL Tier 2, the pole position was set by Aus Formula with a 33.332. In the Williams right now, Danny Rick is a 33.597. Can Danny Rick try to go and beat last season's pole position? We'll figure that one out. Killer's currently gone purple in the second sector. Well, can he do in the Renault? He's P15 at the moment. Can he get up in the top 10, try to match his teammate Saxman, who's P4 at the moment? That's a yellow flag. I believe that is a racing point of DXC Ishigo. Oh, he's already lost his front wing. No!
Oh man, that's very unfortunate. Very unfortunate.
Oh, and Killer's retired. I think he's retired in the pits too. Yes.
Killer retires without a time, so he's going to be starting in the back. Possibly another Taylor strategy, hards to softs.
I believe so. So Fercho will start his flying lap going through this yellow flag. That's because he's the only one on track other than the racing point at DXC Ichigo. 2 minutes and 28 seconds left in the session. Everyone's going to try to leave it late to see if they can do. This is retired in the pit lane.
Facetus. Facetus.
I already called it 3 names. Facetus, thank you.
Pretty sure the correct pronunciation now is Facetus. I'm not too sure. He'll let us know, but kept saying Faces all this time, but it's now Facetus.
I've tried to pronounce it 6 different ways already. I saw it how to pronounce it, and I still messed that one up. So there's that.
That's alright. That's alright.
So far. Stream messes up, me being flustered, not understanding things, and then now pronouncing everyone's name wrong. Welcome to the Tier 2 stream, everyone. Why do you have me here? Anyway, let's go. Okay. Let's figure that out. Obviously, DXC Ichigo has no front wing. He's going to go back to the pits. He's not going to have enough time to do another flying lap. The 33.675 is going to be what is going to be happening for him in that. Next one after him is going to be the Haas. Is that going to be Danny Rick? It is going to be Danny Rick. Right now, he is on provisional pole at 597. His teammate got pole last week. Mitch snapped it, but could not execute in the race. Can Mitch try to get another Haas pole position? Let's see what we can do. He starts his flying lap. Behind him is going to be the Red Bull Victor. He is now on a flying lap. Ooh, hits the wall a little bit. Coming at 23. Does not improve his position, stays P10. That is going to be the McLaren, I believe, of Xenokid going through the final corner. Now he's going to start his flying lap. He got 6 points to his name in 7th place last week in Bahrain. Let's see what you can do. He's P3 at the moment. Going through the final corner now is Ginger. Mercedes, he did not get points last week. Can he try to change that and get some points here in Vietnam? Going through the final corner now, Sweller is going to see if he can do. He got some good points. Actually, he got some 9th place, 2 points to his name, a little bit more than he probably, a little bit less than what he would have had after the spin on the final lap. So we'll see if he can try to rebound and get some points out of here. Q-Man also trying to find some points here in Vietnam. That is going to be the Haas of Mitch, going to start his flying lap. Like I said, he got pole last weekend at Bahrain. Can he make it a 2P? Grab pole again. It's going to be Skeppy in the Alfa Romeo. He's not.
Oh, Danny Rick spins out for going on gas too early. Coming out of the hairpin. Oh man, very unfortunate. He was going purple in the first sector as well. He's doing really well, but too early on gas, just spins out the car.
Glad you caught that, because I didn't think much of it.
I was watching him this whole time, and he was really going at it.
Ooh.
And as he's caught in the wall. Okay, we got.
Wait, so Xenokid will now be the first one to cross the start-finish line to set a time. He is. Let's see, Danny Rick needs to find about 5/10 to get to the original goal that Danny Rick has set at 33.597 is what they're chasing. Let's see who can match it.
Lock up on the front
was his
tire.
competition.
Around the final corner goes Xenokid. Crosses the line, and he goes up into provisional pole. 33.5. So close between Zeno Kid and Danny.
Ginger Pitts, he's not going to be a factor in the course of getting pole. Sweller, he's around the penultimate corner now, going into turn 23 now. He's in the Alpha Tower. He has a 34.3.
Oh, hits the wall a little bit
hit
on the inside. And goes up to P4. 34.1 by Sweller.
Q-Man does not improve. He stays P12. Here comes Mitch, though. Can he improve? No, he doesn't. He stays P6. Right around the final corner, Skeppy's the last one that is on a lap. Can he try to grab pole away from Zeno? No, he can't. Zeno pole.
P4? Yep, P4 by Skeppy.
P4. Great lap by Skeppy. Well, that'll do it for qualifying here at Vietnam. Zeno Kid grabs his first pole and breaks the hot streak, but Danny Rick was right there on his heels, 83 1,000ths of a second between P1 and P2 on the grid. DXD Ishigo, what could have been, had the front wing damage coming out before he even got to start another run. He starts on the third position. Skeppy has his rival DXD beside him on the second row of the grid. We'll see how those two go here at Vietnam. Sweller and Saxman make up the third row of the grid. TTM Mitch on the medium compounder tire. He's going to be the only one in the top 10 that has that. He's going to be alongside Andrux going in for the fourth row of the grid. Ginger and Facetas both in the top 10 as well. They all get to start on the qualifying tire. They put their times in. Fercho and Ritzy all missed out, as well as everyone else in the tier 2 grid. We'll go and look at that in a second.
That's how Zeno and Danny are the only two that's under 1/10 between each other.
Yeah.
Everybody is literally a 10th behind, but Zeno and Danny is just right there with each other. We could see those two just going at it this whole race. Oh, and it looks a little bit cloudy. Is it going to rain? That would not be good.
Wet races are fun for us.
Not as commentators, because it's going to be lame.
Yeah. So, with 5 place grid penalty, that puts Ritzy down to P15. He's going to start from the last position on the grid. Can he try to fight his way back up? He got P2 last week. He's going to have a long way to fight to get a good chance at a podium this week. Killer P14. Taylor with his strat. No, he did not set a lap. He's going to be P13. Q-Man will be P12, Fercho will be P11, and everyone else inside the top 10 is going to be on softs, except for Mitch, like we said in qualifying. They have to start on those qualifying set, so we'll see how they can do in relation to everyone else. Fercho is the medium or the soft so far. We'll see what he's going to do on the top 10 on the fresh tires they have. Q-Man, Taylor, Killer, and Ritzy all are on the mediums at the moment. Is that going to hold up?
Maybe missing 5 drivers, but hey, tier 2 still showed out. Is Saxman disconnect?
I don't know why. Does he ghosted?
I'm not sure. Somebody said that Saxman disconnected. Oh, he did?
Yeah, he may have disconnected, yeah. Invite him back if you can.
I can't bring up his game card. Yeah, his game card's grayed out. I can't bring him back. I'll type it in the thing. Hold on.
You do it then. All right, let's go through the constructor's order as we go through the formation lap ahead of round 2 of tier 2 of the season 6 Breakout Racing League. So we have constructors right now at the moment led by Red Bull at 35 points to their name. They are currently 8 points ahead of the next competition, which is Racing Point. They are P2. I was wrong last week in saying they were the constructors champions so far. Nope, that is not right. Nice invite to me, by the way. Alfa Romeo in P3 with 22 points to the name. There's a little bit of a drop-off between Alfa and Ferrari. Ferrari is P4 with 8 points to the name. McLaren is P5 with 6 points. Alpha Tauri is P6 with 2 points. Williams is P7 with 1 point. Haas, Mercedes, and Renault all have yet to score points so far, but it's only been one race. There's still a long way to go. Keyman and Virtue has been disqualified for the race now.
Oh man, not a good showing right now. For those two being disqualified because they're gonna be on cold tires. And Q-Man as a tier 4 rep, he should not be. He should be out here trying to represent us tier 4s. Come on, man. But unfortunately, he's cold.
Aren't you in tier 3?
I was in tier 4 last season. That's what I'm saying. Tier 4 drivers moved up in the rankings. We're trying to show out. Q-Man not showing out. Yes, I'm calling you out.
28 laps around this 23-corner track. There's 3 DRS zones. 3 great opportunities for overtaking, but there's 28 laps to do, so 15 drivers. Can they all get it through the first lap without any time of incident? That's going to be what we're going to have to watch out for. It's a street circuit. You have to be alert on the street circuit, said Julian Palmer in before he crashed. But let's hope that's not the case here at Tier 2, as Ritzy will take his final spot on the grid in P15, which will put the lights on. Nice predictive race strategy as we're going to the grid, by the way.
I wonder, did Saxman get back in?
I don't know.
I'm gonna spectate him for right now and make sure he got in. Uh-oh.
I feel that. The awkward silence, the calm before the storm.
It's the eye of the tiger and the freedom to fight. Rising
And copyright.
Oh my gosh. What happened? Restart lobby?
Hope not. Apparently we're waiting for Taylor.
Q-Man's ghosted. Yeah, Q-Man is the only car on the grid ghosted right now.
By the way, there is no rain forecasted ahead of this round's race here at Vietnam.
Just a cloudy race.
These days will get going. Come on, Taylor. If that's even you. I don't even know who's. I don't know. Taylor, you're watching the stream. What's going on?
Yeah, people are saying, oh, Taylor. As I'm looking in the Discord, some people are saying Taylor.
You know, I'm kind of sad.
Hold
I
on.
wrote an entire essay almost, and the stream didn't even.
Taking the screenshot right now before I think we're gonna probably have to reset the lobby.
Yeah, it's. Oh my God. What are they doing? You have the screenshot, right?
Yeah.
I'll watch this way. Different camera angle for now. Let's give you something else to look at.
These guys
in the back's fine.
These guys cannot figure out what's going on. Can we just reset the lobby, please?
You see that marshal back there in the green flag? He's having fun.
I bet his arm gonna be sore. Oh, yep. There you go.
What?
Skeppy just gave the restart lobby signal. So
Get that. Stream. Got this, dude. I think it worked.
screenshot
Didn't work.
of what everyone restarting on.
It didn't work.
What do you mean?
Please work. It didn't work. Oh, come on. Why? There we go. It works. I'm so happy.
All right. I was gonna type it out, but all right, I got you.
You have a picture, or do you just type it out?
Yeah, I have to picture, but I don't know if it's gonna upload in time. Oh shit, it did. Nice. Okay. Boom. Technical failure by the game, and just waiting on the invite back. Bear with us, everybody, please. Oh, Skeppy's hosted.
No, it's Taylor. You not get in.
I got the play from Skeppy, so I got worried.
Send me the grenade, hurry.
All right, Vietnam Part 2. Don't worry, everyone. We should be getting the issues solved soon. Just bear with us. It'd be nice if we could play some music in the background. No, I mean like beats or something, because it's like
Oh, you.
really silence.
Better make sure it's silence. I don't want to hear any copyrights.
Man, all right.
Alright, let's try this for a second time. Welcome along to the Socialist Republic of Vietnam for Round 2, Breakout Racing League Season 6 Tier 2 Championship, the Vietnam Grand Prix. Located in Hanoi, it sits about 3 hours away from Hang Bay, which is the World Heritage Site located in North Vietnam, and the name means Descended Dragon and contains 1,600 different islands. Vietnam is the producer of 20% of the world's entire coffee supply, which is no doubt what some drivers had to indulge in when practicing this track, and especially as going on, and you can see what's going on with the issue here, we've had to indulge in some coffee as well. You have to be at your utmost best to succeed at the circuit, and we'll see through qualifying why that is true. The name Hanoi translates to sea inside the river. Its historic name, Thong Long, the extending dragon. The question is, which driver will extend to the step of the podium today? This 5.565 kilometer, 3.48 mile straight circuit contains 20 corners, 3 DRS zones, which will provide many overtaking opportunities and maneuvers throughout the race. The drivers will have the C4, C3, and C2 compound of tire going on, which is going to be the tires that you can use, with the soft compound tire being the C4, the medium the C3, and the C2 being the hards. Let's move along then to the starting grid as we go through ahead of today's Grand Prix. Zeno Kid grabs the pole position, Denny Rick alongside him in the Haas, trying to replicate another Haas good qualifying effort. DXT Ishio in the racing point in P3. Skeppy P4 sits alongside him in row 2. Swellerstream in P5 sits along Saxon and P Renault for the third row of the grid. TTM Mitch, last week's pole sitter. He starts P7 with Andrex beside him. Ginger P9. Fastest rounds out the top 10. Furcho, P11. Q-Man will be P12 alongside him on row 6. Taylor Clan and the other racing point starts inside of row 7 in position 13, and Killer will be P14. P15, and rounding out the grid is the Alfa Romeo of Ritzy Arcoon.
Somebody rated up and is not giving the chance of everybody else to put their tires on, so I think a couple of guys in the top 10 are not on the correct tires, unfortunately.
Hey, look at that, actually.
Oh my gosh, yep, Ichigo and Skeppy are not on the correct tires.
Oh, that's not good at all. Let's go through the formation lap here. So we've gone through the starting grid. We've had a lobby reset and a lot of technical difficulties on the way, but we're about to finally get this Vietnam Grand Prix underway here for Tier 2 in Season 6. It's been a long build-up. Can't we just see some racing? Come on, that's what we want to see. That's what you came here to see. That's what we commentate over. That's what these drivers want to race around. 23 corners. This long track has a lot of DRS straights, so it's going to be very, very difficult on ERS. So keep in mind, whoever can manage their battery and their fuel the best while staying in that slipstream, grabbing that DRS, will probably be the ones who start end of the grid. Keep in mind, throughout the field, tires is also going to be a major advantage. I think it won't stop as possible. Obviously, the hard is going to be low. I just think I just saw people get disqualified. Yes, Andrux and Saxman both disqualified for the formation lap. That's not going to help with their tire warm-up. Speaking of when I said tires, obviously the one stop is possible. The hard is going to be preferred tire to go on to that second stint, and for the guys of Taylor, DXD, and Skeppy, all who are currently on the wrong compound. They're supposed to be on the softs. We'll see exactly what was the issue there. The obviously have to go deep in the first stint. It's going to be slower, but it could put them on to a better tire in the second stint. Ginger's left and you can have that.
Yeah, I'll try to get him back.
Right.
I can spell his name right.
Smoking Ginger. Snow as well.
Okay.
So the weather forecast for today's Grand Prix is overcast all the way. No threats of rain for these drivers to negotiate through the street hybrid circuit of Vietnam as Ritzy Raccoon in the Alfa Romeo will pull up to his grid spot and P15 on the grid as we could hopefully finally get the start light sequence going and underway here for Vietnam. He pulls up the grid. A moment of silence. It's going to work. Here we go. Sequence is on. We have 5 red lights. And it's lights out, and away we go. A good initial start by the McLaren of Zeno, but as we go through, actually a really good start by the McLaren of Zeno. And look at that, Danny Rick is already up in P2. DXD going down the inside. He's going to try to go for that P2 position. And P3 is now being on the cards. Here comes Saxman fighting back in the Renault on the softs. Round here goes into turn 4. You have the softs compound on the Alpha Tauri, but the Alfa Romeo has the hard. Skeppy stays in front of Sweller there. Here comes Andrux. Now gets ahead of Sweller. Is going to try to go to the left-hand side of Skeppy. Here comes Faistus. Or, I'm sorry. Going through, still overtaking. Oh, damage for Sweller going into the long left. He's going to have a little bit of damage there. Look at this going through. Oh, everyone's swamping. Oh, that's the McLaren of Q-Man. Also has damage as well.
I think that was Sweller and Q-Man getting tangled up as Sadis is actually slowed up in front of Sweller, which probably had Q-Man hit the back of him. I'm not sure what happened to those 3 guys right there, but it was a little bit of too much tangling up between them 3, trying to fight for position. So they kept it clean, guys, but we can move on.
Going through, Zeno leads, Danny Rick leads, Saxman leads, DXD Ishigo leads, Andrux who leads Skeppy, but not that much is separating those 2. Mitch ahead of Fercho, ahead of Facedas, ahead of Ritzy's up in the top 10 for P15 on the grid in the Alpha. He's made some moves already, 5 in 1 single lap. Sweller, P11, he has some right end plate damage on his front wing. See how much that's going to affect him. That affects him really much as you go really, really wide going into the corner and goes into the pit lane for the Alpha
Skeppy goes into the pits.
That moves. Skeppy goes into the pits as well. He has front wing damage. Or he's probably going to go pit onto the his
correct
tire
tires.
he's supposed to be starting on.
Yeah,
that could be the case.
As we see McLaren of Q-Man comes in as well behind him. Sweller comes in as well. They're going to be changing front wings. Yes, that is indeed correct. Sweller and Q-Man will be changing the front wing. And Skeppy comes in for a pair of softs to get on the correct tires he's supposed to be starting on. Good man by Skeppy, abiding by the rules. He's going to be in the back, but he's going to be charging ahead.
Going through, you see Danny Rick is looking a little bit antsy, trying to get past the McLaren of Zeno for the race lead. Right now, no DRS enabled until next lap. It says the standings, it says lap 3. They're incorrect. It's lap 2. Race the track direction system. The DRS is enabled next lap, which you have to be within a car in front. That's a yellow flag. That may actually be. Is that going to be Skeppy? Oh, that is the Renault of Killer.
Killer
spun around on the exit of turn 9 ahead of the long straight. I'm not sure if he actually has front wing damage. Doesn't look like it on the Renault. He can probably just keep going, keep his head down, and get back into this Grand Prix. Back up front, though, we see these 2 are not that far away. 6 tenths is the gap between the Haas and the McLaren Zeno, trying to get in a second effort BRL start, trying to get his first Grand Prix victory. Can he hold him off? But there's still a long way to go as we have almost 25 laps remaining in the Grand Prix. Still a lot of action. Ooh, Danny Rick a little bit takes time for out of turn 22. He's going to be a little bit on the back foot maybe to the reigning Tier 2 champion. I said he could possibly show up his hand. And yes, he has. He's P3 trying to go on a bit of offensive to the Haas of Danny Rick, trying to get through a little bit of a slide through turn 1. But have a long way to go as he is after the Haas.
On the hards. A little bit of a line. It's a P7, which and Ritzy in P8 on the mediums is catching up to these guys. Ichigo should kind of did the same thing as Skeppy did. Pitted on lap 1 for the sauce. It made him probably, make up for what happened on the straight. me on the start.
Oh,
as we
Mitch and
see
Androx side by
Androx
side
and Mitch
going
side by
through.
side. Androx still keeps the position as he's on the solid compound tires, more grip, so he's able to keep position and stay in P5. But Mitch is not gonna let him go anywhere. He's right on the back of him. But Fercho has a good sighting on all three of these guys. Gets the DRS down the back straight as they go to the hairpin. Androx to move on Ichigo. He's down the inside. Contact between those guys, and Ichigo's out wide. Mitch tries. Oh my God! Mitch slides in for P5 as Ichigo goes wide, and Androx and Mitch get by Ichigo with ease as the soft and medium compound tires kicks in better than the hards. Jeez.
Going through a lot of action just happened there on the back straight into the hairpin, which is going to be a major, major overtaking spot throughout the rest of the Grand Prix. Be wary of that. You saw Fercho made a little bit of contact in the back of TTM Mitch. That also provided a little bit of advantage with DXD going over line on the exit of the hairpin, but also demoted DXD down that place. He's also going to be put on the back foot. Facedas is actually in the box. He's in the pit lane now. Probably to change his front wing, I'm guessing, in the Williams. Not a good start from him. Ritzy and Taylor are already up in the top 10, P8 and P9 respectively. Those two drivers who started out inside the top 10, P15 for Ritzy, P13 for Taylor. How far will they get up in the first stint? On the back foot, though, with the XD on those hards, he's going to have a lot of problems going through the rest of this first stint. He still has those fresh softs. The fresh softs are really, really good at the opening of the second race, as there should be. They're fresh, they're soft, they're quick, and the C4 tire is just a little quicker over the course of a little long stint. I believe that is actually a yellow flag. Oh, it's Mitch, or Rennie Rickament. Danny Rick has no front wing.
Oh, that's not good.
Exit of turn 9, I'm guessing he lost his entire front wing. I believe that's a VSC. Yes, it is a VSC, because that doesn't pop on my screen. Nice game.
Since Smoking Ginger another invite, hopefully he can get in. It's like the 4th invite I sent him.
So we have now a virtual safety car. The drivers must reduce their delta and stay with
there he is.
Vendors back in the session. Ooh, that's not good. What's going through the penalties actually?
Max and Mitch, I think they came together for 5-second time penalties. Did anybody get any damage? I think so. I think I see a front end plate. No, we're good. Mitch is good. Just a small little contact between the two rivals as Max comes in to surface by second penalty already. Get it out the way. Good strategy by Max.
So up front, there is a big gap actually on lap 5 of the Grand Prix. Not sure if we're under screen flag conditions. I think we are. I don't see any VSC lights. No, we're good. We're back underway here for Vietnam. Look at the gap between the two Renault powered cars of Zeno and Saxon, McLaren, and the Renault respectively.
We have contact.
Is the gap.
I think we had contact between the Racing Point and Red Bull. Saw some yellow flags going into turn 3 and 4. Not sure what's going on there.
Don't see any damage. Oh yes, I do see damage. No left front end plate, I believe, for the Red Bull. Is that the case?
Yep, you are correct. There's no front left end plate. Fercho looks like he has yellow damage on that front wing. I don't know what happened to him, but it looks like he came in contact with somebody coming out of the pits, or he's fighting somebody into it. As Fercho loses the back end. Oh, he keeps it off the wall, but good little save by Fercho in the tight area that he's in. Beautiful save by Fercho.
It's great to keep it off the wall. He now has another chance to go fight through with that damage without having to go in. About racing that front wing. Saxman still lost delta, so we can actually tell the exact gap, but he's still looking onto the back of that McLaren in front. That used to be his old seat last season that won him the race. Now he's chasing it and watching it instead of being inside the cockpit of it. Can he go out and try to catch Zeno? Can he grab the victory 2 years in a row?
Androx and Sweller Androx makes a clean overtake over Sweller down the back straight. Easy overtake with the sauce coming in to kick in for him, and Sweller being on the mediums 2 laps. Wasn't able to put up a fight against Androx, and Androx is just taking off of him. As we go up, we see Fercho going to the pits to try to change the front wing. Skeppy is trying to put the move on Ginger. Ginger just gives up the position. Then Skeppy goes right by into turn 1. Skeppy moves up into P7, everyone. As we see the two.
Up, by the way.
The two racing points are right by each other, 5 and 6. Taylor Clan and Ichigo both on hards.
That's exactly what I was going to point out.
Oh.
Let's point out both racing points in the top, almost in the top 6, both on the hards. And Taylor going from P13 up to P5. But also look at Ritzy, he gone from P15 to P4 on the mediums in the Alfa Romeo. 11 spots gained. Let's go to position change. Ritzy gone up 11. Taylor's gone up 8. DXT has gone down 3. Skeppy down 3. Ginger has gone up 1. Regardless of his connection issue at the beginning of the Grand Prix, Killer's gone up 5. Down 13 to Danny Rick. Looks like so far it's just been a curse for a Haas on pole. Both races in a row.
I will point out as well, Saxman has not let Zeno out of his sight this whole 6 laps starting this Grand Prix. Saxman has been under second this whole time, but still has yet to pass Zeno for P1. As we see, Saxman is going right underneath 20% ERS, but Zeno is sitting so comfortable with 9% of ERS left. Saxman is just using all of that juice. Every single juice that he has to try to catch up to Zeno, but cannot get it done.
I'm just saying, Saxman attacks like a shark. When he sees there's blood in the water, opportunity to grab his position, he'll fight for it. I saw it all of last season. That's why he was the champion. He's going to go for this. He's not going to sit behind.
He's looking at it right now. He's really close up to Zeno. He could use the DRS and the back straight to get him. Zeno gets a good exit. Saxman gets a good exit. It's a drag race between the two Renault engine power cars. Saxman activates his DRS. He gets out of the slipstream of Zeno, but is still able to pull up alongside of him. He's not using no ERS. Which side is going to take? He's going to slide it right behind Zeno and not pull any too risky moves yet. He's going to sit right behind him and keep it on tight.
That's not the only overtake that's going to be happening. Taylor to the right-hand side of the Alfa Romeo of Ritzy. He's going to promote himself up to the P4. He has the racing line and the corner done and the move done. Up to the P4 on the hard compound tire for Taylor. Ritzy's down to P5.
Not much else is really going on. All I see is the top two is right by each other, but everybody else looks like they're spaced out. Looks like it's going to be a quiet Grand Prix compared to Bahrain.
Indeed, again, Bahrain was quite the Grand Prix itself. A lot of action, a lot of drama, especially a lot of stories going in. Being the first round of the Tier 2 Championship of Season 6 of the Breakout Racing League. No race can really pretty much go in contact with that. We'll see how it goes. We still have quite a long way to go, 21 laps to be exact, as we have another Renault challenge from Saxman going on to Zeno. Can he possibly grab it? The DRS going to be activated. He has the button, he overtakes it, and now he puts it off. Trying to save that battery he has. Zeno has preferably a lot more battery than the Renault of Saxman. That's going to be an issue trying to overtake that McLaren in front, as he just has no battery to play.
I'll say this as well. Behind them, TTM Mitch is just sitting comfortably in P3. But behind Mitch, you got a Racing Point, Alfa Romeo, Racing Point, and Alfa Romeo. 2 sets of each car are fighting with each other. Ritzy and Taylor are fighting for P4, and Ichigo and Skeppy are fighting for P6. Looks like it's going to be a battle between Racing Point and Alfa Romeo today.
We'll fight again. Saxman could not grab Zeno, but once again, here comes Ritzy on Taylor this time. A switcheroo, and almost the exact move goes inside. Taylor defends to the left. Oh, Taylor hits the wall. I'm not sure if that's actually what was happening.
Just right behind us, Skeppy trying to look for a move on Ichigo. He's going around the outside. Tries to pull the switch back, but Ichigo keeps the track position and stays in front of him. Danny Rick retires in the pits. Oh, man.
Another bad race for Danny Rick. Unfortunate what happened to him at Bahrain. Medical issue did not allowed him to not be able to drive and actually take part in that Grand Prix. And then once again is also another bad result for the Haas, who honestly was on the front row. Last week it was Mitch and the Haas who grabbed pole position and was spun once and got spun himself on the same corner twice around and did not get points out of it.
Ritzy gets past Taylor Clan. Sorry to cut you off, but Ritzy gets past Taylor Clan up into turn 3 and 4. He is now ahead of him by a whole second now. As you see, Taylor is just sliding in behind him. But right now, behind those guys, Skeppy is going down the inside with DRS activated, and he overtakes Ichigo with ease. Oh, locked up a little bit, goes wide. Ichigo with the switchback. He's going to keep it inside of Skeppy. Oh, soft tires versus harders. Who's going to make it go through? Skeppy stays ahead in P6, but Ichigo is going to be right behind him. Overtake is being used. Now he cuts it off. P7 for Ichigo, but he's going to have a DRS activated right on the back of Skeppy, going to the inside of the back straight. Easy overtake for Ichigo, but Skeppy is not done yet as he sticks it on the outside, but Ichigo has the track position and keeps it in front of Skeppy. Takes back P6 from him. Good job by Ichigo.
What a move indeed, what a fight from Sector 1, Turn 8, all the way to the exit of Turn 12. What a move from those two drivers fighting hand in hand. They caught each other in the rivals last season. This is exactly showing why those two are fighting on track and off.
Zeno in the McLaren comes in for a set of mediums, so he's going to be the first guy on the lead lap to pit for a new set of tires.
2-stop. Cannot make it to the end from those medium compounded tires, so it's going to be a 2-stop for the McLaren boys, especially with Zeno. That happened in retaliation with Saxman. Is Saxman going to carry on, or is he going to try to go for a 1-stop in the hard? Zeno's going to try to do the undercut. Saxman's going to try to go for the overcut. The undercut is when the driver, ahead or behind, tries to pit a lap before, or maybe a period before the driver who is trying to get advantage of, and trying to take advantage of those fresh compounded tires, the fresh grip, and a little bit older grip.
Skipping down the inside of Ichigo once again in the same turn of his last lap. Gets it done, but Ichigo is going to stay right there with him. Again, a repeat between these two guys. This is why you call these guys rivals. They love to fight. They love to drag race each other. They love to push each other to the limit. Oh my God, this is some racing right here by Ichigo and Skeppy. You gotta love it. As Skeppy gets DRS, goes down the inside of Ichigo on the straight. They touch a little bit. Leave space. Good job racing. Respect racing by these two. Ichigo's on the outside. Skeppy gets the on line and he keeps it in front of Ichigo. Skeppy is up into P6.
Skeppy once again fighting Ichigo in the same exact part of the track he did last time. But don't look now. But you can see and Taylor are still going on. They're still pretty close. And Saxman has actually not gone into the box. He's going to stay out for another lap, trying on those soft compound tire. Mitch not so far behind. 6.6 seconds. Has actually gained about 3 seconds. The lap now opened on to lap 11 of the Grand Prix here at Viet. Oh! Ichigo almost loses it coming out of turn 1. Nice save indeed, but that's going to open up the door. Zeno on those mediums, and he's trying to get past Taylor as fast as he possibly can. Trying to get through. He has the DRS. He has the DRS, and he has the fresh compound tires to the right-hand side, and that is going to be Zeno up into P4, trying to fight back, get through this little bit of traffic as he goes through and tries to go and get clean air to go fight Saxman up front, who has clean air, but those 10 lap sauce, how well do they hold up?
Zeno looking on the back of Ritzy as he gets the good exit off of turn 8. Going down to the back straight, DRS activated. Is he going to get the clean overtake over Ritzy? Yes, he will. He will go down the inside with the new mediums on those old mediums of Ritzy. Ritzy cannot put up a fight. Zeno slides up into P3 and he locks, goes deep on hairpin. He looks at the wrong move, but he does not. He looks for another opening, slides into P4. Zeno is up.
Skeppy and DXD. DXD got past down the inside of Skeppy once again. These two just cannot stop fighting each other going into the hairpin of turn 11, as now it switches positions again. DXD ahead of the Alfa Romeo of Skeppy.
I think the top again. 4, yeah, the top 4 other than Zeno, are none of them has pitted yet. Zeno is looking to a prime position to get P1 here.
Saxman, think about it though. Zeno is going to be on a 2-stop. There's no way he can take those tires that long. I mean, it's possible, but I don't see it happening. Meaning, I think Saxon's going to try to go for a 1-stop here, as Skeppy's actually gone into the pits.
That would be logical. I think Skeppy went into the pits to try to get Ichigo to bite. Skeppy might be trying to get Ichigo to bite as he goes into the pits. He might be trying to get an uppercut on Ichigo for his next pit. Ichigo is on hard.
Going to the softs for the Renault. See what he can do.
Skeppy's out of the pits right behind Mercedes. Mercedes is on the hards, but he's not gaining any ground yet. Skeppy's right there with, on the mediums, but has not gotten the DRS, so he's going to be looking for the back straight to get it. As we look ahead, don't really see anybody else close with each other, but as I say that, we got Taylor right behind Ritzy.
Yeah, Taylor was closing down with the DRS on the back straightaway going through turn 10 into turn 11, but just wasn't close enough to get Ritzy. Ritzy, a little bit of a lockup going through in the start of the S section is going to be difficult for Taylor to come out of it, obviously with Taylor on the harder compound tire. And Saxman pits.
Oh, Skeppy down the inside of Mercedes, but Mercedes gets a little wobbly and bumps Skeppy into the wall. Do we have any damage for Skeppy?
Yes, he does.
Yes, he does. He has front wing damage for that.
Front end plate.
I'm pretty sure that's going to go to the steward's pits, but it's clearly bumps Skeppy into the wall. I'm sure he's not happy for that. Not happy.
Saxman goes on to the mediums. So all of the overcut was for naught, because look how far away he is from Zeno now.
Oh man, Zeno got a massive undercut.
But look now, Taylor and Ritzy, they're going to be on the back of each other, starting to fight again. Taylor with DRS trying to actually stay out of the way. And look at, that's a cheeky move from Ritzy there. Letting Taylor through to get DRS down the long straightaway. What a tactical guy Ritzy is, going through as Killer and Ceres going down and pitting off the hard compound tire, probably changing the front wing. Ritzy and Taylor, let's see what these two could do. Taylor is a little far ahead, 5 tenths, now 6 tenths separating the Alfa Romeo and the Racing Point. Taylor is going to be on the button trying to get out of the DRS range, technically, of Ritzy going into turn 11, but nothing can be done there for Ritzy's case. That little move to get behind and get the DRS to Taylor was just for naught.
Looking down the order, Mercedes is just not coming out the pits on a new set of sauce. Gonna take a look at the penalties right now. TTM Mitch still has the 5-second penalty that he needs to get through as he comes into the pits right now. He's gonna be serving that as he goes onto a new set of tires. That will promote Zeno up into P1 actually. I was about to say P2 first time, but nah, Zeno will be up into P1. Mass undercut from to get Saxman out the way, and now he can take off in this race. Zeno has a clear track ahead of him with no back markers, nobody around him. Ritzy and Taylor are too busy fighting each other, so this could be Zeno's race, maybe.
So let's take a look at this. Going into the pits, before Zeno pitted, the gap between him and Saxman was about 8 tenths of a second, less than that maybe on most occasions. He is now 8.3 ahead of Saxman in the Renault. So look how much of a gap the undercut got Zeno.
Yeah, it's a massive gap, but I'm noticing something as well. TTO Mitch actually pitted on a new set of hards, so he's going to be trying to go to the end on those new set of hards. Saxman and Zeno still have to pit though. So we could see TTM Mitch sliding, being a dark horse and slide up in there to that podium position, possibly even P1 when these guys pit. He is not that far back.
That's definitely true. The two-stop is one. It's faster than one stop. However, it doesn't mean much when track position is going to be key around this track. Obviously, the DRS train is pretty big, and the DRS power is off the charts. I mean, it's insane how powerful the DRS is around here at Hanoi. But once again, if you cannot catch the guy in front, what is the point of having the tire to do so? So that's what Mitch is going for, the one stop for the Haas driver trying to get redemption for last weekend out at Bahrain, where he could not grab and capitalize off of the pole position he had. Let's see if he can try to get some points so far here at Hanoi. He's looking in place to do so. P6 at the moment for the Haas.
Q-Man spins into turn 5 and loses a bit of a front wing. He loses the left front end plate. And that's not going to be looking good for Q-Man. He's possibly looking to go back into the pits or maybe even retiring in the pits and being done with this race because he is really not having a good day.
It's P3 P13 at the moment and 8 seconds ahead of the Red Bull ahead. DXD Ishigo has gone into Fox from the hards. What's he going to go on? He's going to go on to the medium compound tire at the end of the Grand Prix.
Oh man, Scappy would have been right there with him, but he had another contact with Facetas. So that's bumped him down. He will not be able to catch Ichigo and give us some more of those tight little battles that Scappy and Ichigo love to do. But as I say that, we got killers right there on the back. No, we got Smoking Ginger right there on the back of Killer. I was about to say he's on somebody else. Ginger's on the back of Killer. He's looking to try to catch up to him with a new set of mediums, but Killer is on this 2-lap-old softs. So he's still got tire advantage, but those tires will fall off soon, as Vietnam is not really pleasant to the soft compound tires.
Q-Man has lost his other side of the front wing, now into the pit lane to possibly change that front wing and probably go on to another set of mediums, I'm guessing. McLaren's completely McLaren. Zeno has gapped Taylor 2.7 seconds, the gap between him and the racing point. Taylor has yet to pit. He's down 14 laps on those hard compounder tire. He's going to be doing the one-stop, the reverse, the medium to, or the hard to medium. When will he pull the trigger and go into the pits? Not this lap, indeed. Ritzy, though, he's done 14 laps on these medium compounder tire. He's going to do the opposite of what Taylor's doing with the medium to hard. When will he pull the trigger and go for it? Saxman, he's not that far behind. He's on that fresh set of mediums. He's going to have to pit again. So, trying to dispatch Ritzy as fast as possible, as fast as he possibly can, is going to be smart in Saxman's case. But here, then again, is Saxman going to try to go for a one-stop here? He's going to try to nurse those mediums home. Maybe pull the trigger a little bit later than Zeno did. Try to go with that overcut. Try to make sure the tire burns less. Trying to make sure that everything he does not hurt the tires in the long span and get to the end of the Grand Prix. You never know.
But the thing about it, Saxman has ERS working against him. Oh my gosh, he gets a little wobble onto that curb. But like I was saying, Saxman has ERS working against him. He doesn't have much to work with, but he does not have to fight as much as Taylor and Ritzy will have to pit soon. They're on 15-lap-old tires. So Saxman could really just slide up and beat through, just drive his way calm, cool, and collected to the back of Zeno. Does not have to fight as hard.
Here comes Saxman onto the right-hand side of Ritzy. Like I said, you need to dispatch him as fast as possible. And he does. He gets up into P3, provisional P2, yet with Taylor not hitting so far. That leaves a Saxman. He's gained a bit. He's now got the leader 5.5 from Zeno to Saxman. It's gone down about 3 seconds or so, about 2.2 to be exact. So, he is definitely gaining. Is it going to be enough? Skeppy comes in the box for a set of softs as well.
Looking to take the fastest lap from everybody else. Skeppy is really not having a pleasant day as well. And Q-Man goes down on 1 lap.
Now let's take a look here. Everyone's kind of spread out a bit, but let's just think about it. So Ritzy, Sweller, Taylor, those three have the oldest tires, and Q-Man has retired from the session.
I don't think that's not in the pit lane. That is not in the pit lane.
That is not in the pit lane?
No, he did not retire in the pit lane. It's a virtual safety car. I think Killer actually spun in
no,
last
he just
turn.
full crashed.
Yeah, he full crashed in the final corner.
Sweller takes advantage of the VSC. He's going to go on to this another set of mediums. He's going to go to the end of the Grand Prix. I was speaking of him. He took advantage of that. He's now going to have a great shot with those fresh mediums to the Grand Prix to go fight against some of these guys. Indeed, Killer. He's not going to be able to make those soft slots in the Grand Prix. Same with Mercedes and Scappy. So he watches the pit lane for those. The Renault for the Williams and for the Alfa Romeo garage. They're going to have to come in over time.
Oh, did I just see? No, we're good. Q-Man leaves the session. Everybody else looks like they're good, and they're all spread out. So looking into the quiet zone right now.
Back to what I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted.
Hey,
how
my bad.
Unfortunate. Not you. I'm talking about crash, sir.
Skeppy retires.
Oh!
Skeppy retires in the pits.
Yes, it is. That is
Oh, man.
One moment to talk about what I'm trying to talk about. Someone crashing out. Thank you.
I can't believe not.
So rude. So rude. So, Taylor, and actually, there he goes. Ritzy pulls the trigger. He's in the pit lane. I can't even say it because now he's already done it. Guys, soft compound for Ritzy, so he can try to go for that one stop. He's going to go for it, which means if Ritzy's going on to the softs, oh, they're not ready for him.
They wasn't ready for him.
They weren't ready for him.
Oh, no. Oh, Skippy's retirement screwed Ritzy. Here comes Ichigo Chiller. They go easily by as Ritzy's not out of the pits yet. Here he goes. Are they going to be close coming out? Ritzy is ahead. Oh, my. Versus speed coming out of the pits. Ritzy said, no, give me the piece.
Speaking of someone wanting a position that they, you know, do not want. Oh, okay.
This man's on the back of Taylor.
That's what I was trying to say. I saw Taylor go to
interrupted a lot.
The wall. Yeah, really, it's not working. You guys are rude, I say. Rude. So Saxman on those 4-lap all mediums. Can he possibly take those to the end of the Grand Prix? There goes Taylor. He's starting off into the Grand Prix pit lane. He's going to go into the soft compound tire and go to the end of the race. He's going to watch out for Ritzy because Ritzy's been on the softs. He's going to pull an undercut on Taylor. Is he going to be enough? Or is he going to be behind or ahead of Mitch? Definitely not ahead. Mitch is going through the corner now in the Haas. He's going to be up into P3. Definite redemption day from him. But just wanted to point out, not sure why he's not on this.
I'm not sure either.
Well, didn't he start on the mediums, didn't he?
Yeah, Mitch started on the mediums and he's going into the hards. But have you noticed how much Saxman has caught up back to Zeno?
Oh my, that's another 2 seconds.
Saxman has pulled in Zeno like it's nothing.
Like I've said, remember what I said back on lap 8? Saxman is a shark. He senses there's a chance. You best believe he's going for it. He was the winner last time out at Hanoi. He's going to try to go for it again. The two-peat, the back-to-back champion at Hanoi. Can he do it again? He already won the Tier 2 championship. Now he's going to try to solidify his place as the king of Hanoi. It's going to be interesting to see if he can do that. He has about, what, 10 laps to go.
But like I also keep saying, ERS is going to play a factor in it. Zeno has 95% of ERS. Saxman is under 20%.
It's true.
So Saxman has used all his ERS just to catch under 5 seconds of Zeno. As Zeno goes into the pits.
Beats pits! He's going to go for the softs probably. Actually, I just thought of something.
Now he's smart.
Taylor.
Oh, Taylor's on the sauce. But where would Taylor come out in this situation? Will Zeno come back out in front of Taylor?
I think he's going to get out in front of Zeno.
If Taylor gets in front of Zeno, it's going to be a good fight between these two. But you also got Mitch, who's going to be the big factor in that as well.
He's in front of him.
Taylor past Mitch. Taylor gets past Zeno.
Oh, look at these two. Look at these two. Look at these two.
Oh my God. Taylor's way. Zeno comes out right in front of Taylor. At fast pit exit. Help Zeno to stay in front of Taylor. Beautiful pit stop by McLaren to get Zeno back into the podium positions.
Well, no, that 90% ERS you were talking about, yeah, that's going to be needed to pull away from that racing point of Taylor.
He's going to have to.
Make sure he can.
He's going to have to, or Taylor will be all in the back, but Mitch is going to get ate up by these two guys.
I'm saying, I don't think Saxman's going to.
I can see Saxman pulling away with this. I can see Saxman going a little bit. Yeah, he's going to go 9 more laps on those mediums. But Mitch is going to be just out of the podium's grasp. Because those sauce will eat him up. That's virtually retired
from the Grand Prix as well.
Yeah, all those excitement is coming from the top 4.
Just tuning in. Welcome everyone to round 2 of the Breakout Racing League for Tier 2. We've lost Danny, Rick, North Keyman, Skeppy, and Virtue. And actually that's Mitch going into the Grand Prix in lane again.
So Zeno's going to be moved up into P2 with Taylor right behind him. There's going to be a battle for P2 unless they work together to catch up to Saxman. It'll be interesting to see.
11.1. That's the
Ritzy,
gap. They have about 7 laps.
as Ritzy goes past TCM Mitch to move up to P4, Mitch falls down into P5. But Ichigo comes around the final corner. He's going to go past TTM Mitch as well. But that fast pace exit, will Mitch go back in front of Ichigo? We will see. Here he comes. Out of the pit exit. They're going to be side by side. Mitch just gets in. He's back up into P5. Ichigo locks out, but he's going to be right behind him. But Ichigo's on the mediums. TTM Mitch is going to be on the new softs. I don't know if Ichigo will be able to take that. But he's looking jumpy. Ichigo's really looking jumpy.
It's been a half a lap.
TTM Mitch picks up a 3-second time penalty.
The gap's down to 9 seconds. There's a chance.
It's quiet ways other than Zeno and Taylor. Looks like they're really gonna work together to try to catch up to Saxman. None of the top 3 have penalties.
Ton. They've caught him 2 seconds this lap.
Yeah, they're really reeling him in.
Down to 8 seconds. Oh my god, they've caught him 3 seconds this lap.
Oh my god.
They're catching him.
These are 2 men on a mission to dethrone the Vietnam King. Taylor, with his odd strategy, works out again for him. But Zeno, a dark horse, comes out of nowhere. He is trying to dethrone Saxman as quick as possible as he brings him down to 7 seconds, 7.5, 7.0. It's still going down, people. 6.8.
It's never over until it's over. It's a street circuit. One wrong move, you can put in a barrier at any moment. That goes for anyone.
Saxman is really nursing those mediums. He is not taking no curves. He is not taking no chances going on the gas. He is really trying to nose the mediums home with 7 more laps to go. He can make it, but P2 and P3 are really hauling ass.
Oh my god.
Excuse my language, but like, jeez. 6.1. Within 5 seconds.
They've caught him
They're
about
close
2 seconds already this lap.
So for the past 2 laps, they've caught him by 4 to 5 seconds.
Almost 6. They've caught him by 6 seconds the last 2 laps.
Oh my gosh.
These 2 are on a mission.
And they both are within the same amount of percentage of ERS as well, so this is going to be a fight for the win.
Now, this is going to be the thing, though. You could catch someone.
But can you pass them?
Can you pass them?
Especially on a street circuit.
Because Saxman's really good at defending. I can tell you that firsthand. So you can try to catch him. You can have all the ERS in the world. Can you pass him? He only has to defend in select areas, and the track does the rest of the defending for him.
And Exia in the chat said you can go 20 laps on mediums.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Yeah, but you shouldn't do that.
Guys, we're looking at a really good fight between the top 3 for podium. As Zeno locks up the front right tire.
You know how we have the saying "last lap, Lando"?
Uh-huh.
What if we have the saying "last stint, Zeno"?
Oh my god.
Reeling him in, 3.7.
I mean, yeah, we can probably make that a saying. Because Zeno has been showing that he is really quick on the final stints.
3.3.
3.2.
Oh my god, here we go. The final 5 laps of the Grand Prix. 5 laps to go here at Vietnam.
The back, they're going to be right on the
cars.
The back straight, they're going to be right on the back of them. They're going to be right on the back of Saxman in the back straight. Calling it right now. 2.8. Saxman has no ERS. Taylor is right there with him. He's not letting him go anywhere outside the 1 second.
Don't look now, but that's not the only fight we have. Sweller and Ginger are pretty close too. 1 second separating those two drivers from P7 as they fight for the latter stages of the points down in that position.
Oh my God. Look how close Taylor has kept Zeno this whole time while they're catching Saxman.
There's no mistakes. That's all they can do. 2.1. We're under 2 seconds.
Actually, we can't see that because these guys hasn't been pushing hard enough. The Sauce could go up the last 2 laps and Saxman could pull away. But Saxman is on 10 laps or on mediums, while these guys are on 3 to 4, going on to 4 to 5 laps of softs.
What a final sector from Zeno, by the way. He went from 3.3, not 3.3, 2.7, down to 1 second and pulled a second on Taylor. He's there.
Oh, Taylor falls out the DRS. That's not what he needed. Zeno's right on the back of Saxman, going on to the back straight. Taylor is trying to get back back within the 1 second mark so he can get DRS. Can he get it? Taylor is still there. He's 0.6 tenths behind Zeno. Zeno's 0.7 tenths behind Saxman. Zeno gets the DRS. Taylor gets the DRS. Is Zeno gonna go make the move? Zeno's under 10%. Saxman is, oh my God, Saxman is at 27% of ERS. He is saving. Taylor gets a little back tire slide.
Everyone has the same amount of ERS now.
They're all equal grounds right now. Zeno gets on the back of Saxman. He taps it a little bit. Taylor is just buying his time with 30% of ERS. Oh my God, this is the battle we wanted. This is the battle we waited for.
Sweller gets past Ginger for P7. The AlphaTauri now has to chase down the racing point of Ichigo as Zeno is right on the back of Saxman.
Zeno gets a little wobble, but he's still there. He said, no, not yet. I'm not going nowhere.
Defensive. Bits of it the 1. Saxman holds on so far. He has still 3 more laps and 9 more DRS straights to hold off these 2 charging bulls on the soft compound attire. Zeno in the McLaren, Taylor in the Racing Point. Both are really pacey on the softs, but can their softs hold up?
Saxman is really backing Zeno up into Taylor, which is helping Taylor out, getting on the back of Zeno, so Taylor could put some pressure on the Zeno, which really could help Saxman get away a little bit. As they go into the back straight, Zeno's using
Taylor
all his ERS. Saxman and Zeno are out of ERS. Oh no, Zeno's on fuel. Zeno's on fuel manage.
Here we go.
Zeno on the
Zeno
outside.
to the right-hand side, going around the outside.
Saxman shoves it wide a little bit, leaves him a little bit no space. Taylor's in the inside of him. Going into the outside of the next turn. The 2 soft tires are going to be right there. Taylor has to lock it up. Oh, side by side into this next sector. Please don't do it, guys. There you go.
Taylor got him.
But another factor just popped out. Zeno has to manage his fuel load now. As we saw, a yellow marker goes up for Zeno.
Like to point out, these 3 drivers, it's been quite a while indeed for their last win. Taylor hasn't won since last season at China. Long wait for him to grab another win. Saxman's last win was a long time ago in Russia. Zeno hasn't even gotten a Grand Prix victory in BRL, but he's going to go for it on Taylor down the inside of turn 4. And the McLaren is going to go back up into P2. But don't look now, 9 tenths. Endrix is out of the session.
That's at the back straight.
Retired on
Android's
track.
retired on track. Yep, Android's retired on track. His car's still moving. Virtual has left the
left the Grand Prix is now in the points.
Zach has 2 more laps to go to hold these 2 guys off. Wait, what happened to Taylor?
Wait, what happened to Taylor? Wait, what?
He loses a front end plate. He loses a front right end plate. Taylor has lost a front wing end plate. What has happened?
Oh my God, this could open the door. Ritzy could possibly get on the podium. Taylor has about 1.5 laps to go. He's going to pull a Perez at the Styrian Grand Prix. If not watching, speaking of Ritzy, there he's now fighting with Mitch. Those two down side by side into turn 11. Mitch will grab the position. Ritzy has damage. He has no right end plate. Mitch could grab a podium here.
Ritzy's also managing his fuel load. A yellow marker just popped up
Here
for
we go.
Ritzy.
It's been 28 laps. It's been 27 laps, and we have 1 more time around. We're on to the final lap here at Vietnam for round 2 of the Breakout Racing League Tier 2. It's going to be between the 2 Renault Powers cars. It's fighting all Grand Prix, Saxman and Zeno. Zeno trying to go to the outside, fights back. Zeno could not grab it there. He has 2 more opportunities with DRS to go for it, but still has a lot more to go. There's about 18 corners now that separates Saxman from another victory, or Zeno from his first. Who will be? Just race back to the checkered flag now.
Zeno is really hounding on the back of Saxman. He's the sole survivor of the sauce. Zeno gets a little wobbly, and Saxman gets a good run. Oh no! I think that's what Saxman needed. I think he needed.
I think that's going to be too little, too late. He's out of ERS.
He's out of ERS. He's way too far back to make a move. I think Saxman's got it. I think that little wobble from Zeno has actually made him out of this P1 position.
Let's go through the penalties real quick. Let's go look at that. 3 to Ritzy, 3 to Mitch, 5 to Ginger, 3 to Killer, 8 to Facetas, but no penalties up for these top 2 as they go through Sector 3 for the final time. It's been 28 laps, and we saw the same familiar face on the top step of the podium just a season ago. But this time, instead of being in that orange papaya McLaren, he's in a red and yellow Renault. Saxman, your Tier 2 victor here at Vietnam. Zeno grabs a podium, just oh so close, just 3/10 off. Taylor will nurse it home. He'll grab P3 and another straight podium for the Racing Point driver. Mitch will come across the line in P4 with Ritzy in P5. Great recovery drive for both Ritzy and Mitch. Mitch trying to go and get Redemption Day from last week. Out, cannot get it. He has to wait another week for another podium. Ritzy, he will go from 15th to 5th. 10 positions for the Alfa Romeo. Great finish. DXD will grab P6. That is his best finish here at the Vietnamese circuit. He was P10 last season. Sweller, he comes across the final corner in turn 23 to get P7. He does indeed grab more points. Like I said in the qualifying session, he needed to do. He does it. Ginger around the final corner now going into turn 23 in the Mercedes. He grabs 4 points for the Mercedes team and finally gets them on the board, but due to his penalties, Killer will grab ahead of the Mercedes of Ginger. And Facetas around the final corner, he'll grab 10th place once again for the 2nd week in a row, and that'll do it on track for round 2 of the Vietnamese Grand Prix.
Yep. Once again, Taylor Clan is your driver of the day. Starting from the back and getting the podium position.
P13.
This is really becoming the norm for Taylor Clan, honestly.
You're just not realizing this? Someone didn't watch Tier 2 races last season.
No, I did not.
Well, then you would know exactly this is what he does every week. Anyway, on to the podiums. We have 2 Americans and a Canadian. Taylor on the top step of the podium. I'm sorry, Saxman on the top step of the podium. Taylor on the 3rd step of the podium. And Zeno with his first podium in Breakout Racing League with P2 here at Vietnam. Great drive from all 3 drivers and a great race here at Vietnam. So, with the final results in, Saxman will grab the Grand Prix victory with Zeno P2, grab the podium for him, his first career in BRL. Taylor will grab another podium in P3, second straight of the season. Mitch will grab P4, Ritzy will grab P5 ahead of DXD in P6. Great drive from both Ritzy and Taylor, both up 10 positions on the ground today. Sweller, he will grab P7, Killer P8, Ginger P9, and Facedas will grab the final points paying position. Andrex grabbed the fastest lap at the Grand Prix, but since he did not finish in the top 10, he will not grab that point. No one will grab the fastest lap point. We have lost Fercho, Skeppy, Q-Man, and Danny Rick all out of the Grand Prix, and that was a long 28 laps. But keep in mind, we have a long way to go. Tier 1's next, but we're not done yet. What do we have now?
Interviews!
Oh yeah.
Alright,
Did you do your homework?
include your boxes.
Don't do it yet.
Let me know you've done it. Taylor, I'm gonna start with you first. Coming from P13 to get P3, representing the Racing Point Taylor clan. Tell us about your race, man.
First 18 laps, me and Ritzy were riding around. He was trying to do medium soft. I was trying to do hard soft. So we were just trying to keep up pace, see where we were going to go from there. Yeah, once we saw Mitch going hards, we were like, all right, it's most likely going to be fresh dinner. He's going to get ate up, but it really didn't happen like that because he pitted for another set of softs at the end. So yeah, race was good. Could have had a P2, maybe even a win, but lost traction coming out of the carousel, red wing damage, and yeah, just.
Well, you were still able to nurse the car home and get P3, so it didn't cost you too much. Congratulations, Taylor Clan, for once again coming from the back of the grid to get a podium position. P3, congratulations. On to Zeno. Flyer of beautiful laps, man. Zeno, P2 from McLaren. Tell us about your race and your battle with Saxman.
Well, I'd say it was pretty simple from the beginning. I got a good start, pulled ahead of the gap, and then near the end of the first lap, I had pressure from Danny and Saxman, but it was kind of just quiet in a way. Then, after all that, it's after pitting for mediums, it was pretty smooth there. Got past Taylor, Ritzy. That was just easy and simple. That I knew Saxman was closing pretty quickly on the mediums because he pitted later than I did, so I went on for the softs. I tried to get as close as I could, and I was pretty much there. And it was a nice three-way battle between me, Saxman, and Taylor. Obviously, the Tier 5 champion, Saxman. That was great work. Good defending. It's a good battle in general, I would say. But yeah, it was for the first half. It was pretty quiet, and near the end, my soft started to die. But otherwise, I'd say it's a good race.
And would you say this was the battle between two Renault Power Engine cars? The battle between, Renault?
Yeah, I pretty much say so. It was exactly what it was, kind of, with a Racing Point in the middle.
All right, man. Thank you for giving us a show. P2 for Zeno, one of the quickest drivers in Vietnam that I've ever seen. And now, on to P1, the king of Vietnam, the pinnacle of Vietnam, Saxman. Tell us on how did you get that Renault car into P1? First, you was in the McLaren Renault engine, and now you've done reverse Ricardo and went on to the Renault, and the next season still got the P1. Tell us about it.
Well, I appreciate the kind words. I don't know about King of Vietnam. Zeno was very, very quick, as was Taylor there at the end. Kind of surprised at how quickly they closed the gap on the soft tires, but my mistake was pushing a bit too hard at the medium stint. But no, those guys were great competitors tonight. Clean racing with them as always. I have to give my hats off to Zeno for being so quick and On one lap pace, definitely the better driver tonight. But tried the one stop, which has worked for me here before. It's just a lot of tire management and a little bit of luck, but nice battle there at the end. But congratulations to Zeno and Taylor. I probably won't try that again, but yeah, it's nice to be back. Last week was abysmal, and I haven't been practicing or playing the game as often as I used to or should be. So questionable pace there at Bahrain, and was a little worried about how the season would start. But yeah, I'll take first place.
Another question for you. So, since you're the Tier 2 champion last season,
Mm-hmm.
and you're back again this season as Tier 2, do you think your title will be in jeopardy this season by Zeno, Taylor, or any of the other drivers in this tier that have come out to dethrone you?
I certainly hope so. Yeah, but it's a good battle is always fun. You kind of hate when you run away with something. Not that that was the case last season, but I just like good competition. Of course, Taylor and I raced in Tier 1 a few seasons ago, and now we're Tier 2, which is fine. And he's a great competitor, and Zeno looks very, very quick. So looking forward to a great season from everybody, really, truly. And I guess I just have to decide how much time I want to dedicate to keeping up with those guys, because their pace is phenomenal.
Wise words from your reigning Tier 2 champ from last season, and he's back on P1 for Vietnam once again. Catcher, any words?
Yep, I guess we should probably end it out. So I guess lightning does strike twice. So once again, the championship from winner from last season, Saxman, will grab the victory with Taylor grabbing P3 and Zeno P2. That was your podium for this week. Obviously, tune in about 30 minutes time, maybe a little bit less, about 20 minutes time, for Tier 1 as they go around the streets of Hanoi. As they go through, you can see the likes of of Chandler, of Hoop, of Formula, of Bruno, there's more to come. You just go see them go fly through, and the Tier 1 guys go fly through the streets of Hanoi. And also stay tuned on Monday for Tier 5 and Tier 6 as they go through their battle of Hanoi as well. But as for us in Tier 2, that'll pretty much do it. Myself, Catcher in the booth, Echo, and everyone else in the Tier 2 championship, we say thank you and goodbye.